Did you know the title of The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion was teased in the 1998 adventure game The Elder Scrolls Adventures Redguard? This was 4 years before the release of Morrowind and 7.5 years before Oblivion. There's also a few references to Redguard in Oblivion. The main character of Redguard, Cyrus, is referenced by first mate Malvolus, who sings a song about him.
Sail on, my Cyrus, sail on.
One of the blades protecting Martin at Cloud Ruler Temple is also named Cyrus. The plot of Oblivion was further teased in Morrowind's Tribunal expansion. The character Eno Ramari talks about the Gates of Oblivion opening and the invasion of the Daedra. Oblivion was first revealed in 2004, but the public didn't get a good look at the game until E3 the following year. Oblivion's E3 2005 demo showed a new system called Radiant AI, which gave non-playable characters general goals. How these goals were achieved was determined by the AI and various in-game values. The system had problems when it was first implemented, as there were no real rules for the characters to follow, only goals to achieve. This caused many problems, including quest lines being broken. One example is that a character important to the Dark Brotherhood questline would be found dead. The character was also a skooma dealer, and were actually being killed by other characters who wanted their fix of skooma. As a result, many of the behaviors of Radiant AI had to be toned down in the final release. Other changes were made in development. A PSP version was planned for release around April 2007, but was scrapped. According to official PlayStation magazine, it lacked the free-roaming gameplay the series was known for, and felt more like a dungeon romp. Although the English version of Oblivion was well produced, other language versions didn't quite get the same treatment. The Spanish translation of the game in particular was poorly made. The Spanish localization team mistook the verb to train, as in to practice, with the vehicle, train, like a choo-choo train. This led to some strange and confusing dialogue about land vehicles in a world that had none. The game has a small nod to the first title in the series, The Elder Scrolls Arena. During the Rosethorn Cache, the player will have to solve the riddle, "Two bodies I have, though both joined in one, the more I stand still, the quicker I run." The very same riddle appeared in Elder Scrolls Arena, with the solution being Hourglass. Posters at the Imperial City Arena also reference the box art for Elder Scrolls Arena. Interestingly, Oblivion's Arena is a remnant of a much larger questline that was cut during development. The team originally planned to have an arena in each of Cyrodiil's major cities. By cutting out these other arenas, they removed around 800 lines of dialogue. Two of the game's shops, The Main Ingredient and Three Brothers, get their names from real-world restaurants. Both restaurants are located in Maryland, the home of Bethesda Game Studios. As another real-world reference, the Council of the Dark Brotherhood, the Black Hand, gets its name from a Serbian secret society first established in 1911. Alternatively known as Unification or Death, the group gained widespread notoriety in 1914. During that year, several of its members carried out a successful assassination attempt on Austrian Archduke Franz Ferdinand. This single act of violence is widely considered the catalyst for the First World War. There's a bridge near Breville that has the remains of a dead troll beneath it. The scene is reminiscent of Three Billy Goats Gruff, which tells the story of three goats trying to pass a gluttonous troll. The goats speak to the troll one at a time, and each recommends that the troll eats the next goat, as they'd make a bigger and better meal. The last goat that approaches the troll is big enough to overpower it, and knocks it into the water below. If the player examines the troll, they'll find a poorly written note on its body that reads, "Me worst troll ever. Nobody pay bridge toll. Me not scary enough. Me get drunk and kill self. Troll drown." The Elder Scrolls games are no strangers to referencing other popular series. During the quest Unfriendly Competition, the player encounters a book known as the Macabre Manifest. This text contains a catalogue of the recently perished, one of whom is named Oford Gabings. Among his possessions were items such as a travel cloak with silver and green leaf fastener, an enchanted short sword with inlaid writing, a leather-bound travel journal, and a gold ring with inscription, which is cursed. This collection of items is strikingly similar to several important items belonging to Frodo Baggins from The Lord of the Rings. Oford Gabings is also an anagram of Frodo Baggins. Another reference to The Lord of the Rings lies in the Dark Brotherhood quest, A Knife in the Dark, which is named after the 11th chapter of the first book. Aside from the name, the goal of the quest is to murder a man in his sleep at an inn. These circumstances mirror the events of the chapter of the same name, where the main characters are almost murdered as they sleep at an inn. Oblivion even references other games. A glass shield simply named Mirror Shield can be found in Oblivion. It's believed this is a reference to the Mirror Shield from the Legend of Zelda series, as both have the ability to reflect magic. There's also another video game reference in a quest at Battlehorn Castle. In the quest, the player finds that the castle's lord, Cain, was resurrected by a necromancer after falling in a battle. This story is very similar to the Legacy of Cain series, where a nobleman named Cain is resurrected by the necromancer Mortanius. In Oblivion's Shivering Isles expansion, there seems to be a reference to the video game show Consolvania. In Consolvania's Elder Scrolls episode, Rab states that he used telekinesis to put shoes on the rooftops of buildings. In the Shivering Isles, there's a pair of shoes next to a remote manipulation scroll on the roof of the Museum of Oddities. In June 2008, a point-and-click adventure game titled Limbo of the Lost released on PC. Later that month, Game Plasma posted an article showing the environments in Limbo of the Lost were identical to areas in Oblivion. This included places like Castle Skingrad, Five Claws Lodge, and the Office of Imperial Commerce. After the article was published, the gaming community found the developers of Limbo of the Lost had plagiarized assets from at least 15 other games, and this wasn't the only time Oblivion's assets were used in other media. In early 2013, North Korea used Oblivion's main theme in an anti-American propaganda video. The music played in the background as images of American soldiers and a video of President Obama were shown surrounded by flames. Don't forget to subscribe to Did You Know Gaming for more facts and trivia. And if you like this video, give it a like or share, why don't you? And if you're a fan of open world games like Oblivion, why don't you check out the Did You Know Gaming video on The Simpsons Hit and Run? This smooth British voice is Alex from the YouTube channel I Hate Everything. Why not come and check out some of my videos too? You may enjoy one of my reviews of a notoriously terrible movie like The Room. Click the annotation and find out, baby. Thanks for watching, everyone.